Parties Podcast, WATP.
Let's start off. I'll start off with showing you today's topic. This is a funny comedy show with comics and singers and actors, a different mix of people. But of course, DK is always hosting the show, and she gets us started with today's topic.
Tonight's topic, if you're just tuning in for the first time, DKs Way is a comedian's commentary and reaction show. And I have guests that do all types of things tonight. I got singers in the house, comedian in the house. She's a / And I got Cyria here. She used to sing with Charlie Wilson. Uncle Charlie.
Hey.
Yeah, she was in the background like, doo, doo, doo. Did he have y'all do a chord? He said, woo, woo, woo.
You guys following this? You guys understanding what's going on right here?
Well, I mean, that's the way I talk all the time. I just break in a song, sing songy bullshit every other sentence.
Cy Silver's the woman on the far right that she just introduced.
Okay.
She's the daughter of a guy who was in the R&B group, The Silvers. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Me neither. I checked it out. It was terrible. It's the most generic 70s Motown R&B crap you've ever seen. But they treat her like she's a huge celebrity out here, which is fun.
It seems like a Jaguar right kind of.
Yeah.
I sang backup for Jay-Z once, so everybody better bow down.
Yeah, brace yourself.
10 Feet to Stardom. What was the name of that documentary? All right. So let's break down what's really going on with the show. Why does the show exist? What are they doing?
So anyway, let's get into these videos. We got to talk about it. These people, what they do. I couldn't even think of another name except, let's go.
Okay. Good transition. And now there's an Instagram reel being pulled up. Okay. Finally starts off. So
it's going to be hot, okay?
This is why I'm very annoyed with the show. They're blatantly ripping off WATS.
Yeah.
This is who are these socials for black people. And I would just have liked a phone call. Shuli at least gave me a phone call before he ripped me off. I just want to hear that you're doing it. It'll be
just
fine.
a courtesy.
Just a courtesy is all we need. So I want to play this for you. This is a little bit of a longer clip. But this is their first breakdown of a video on the show. So 12 minutes in, they go, okay, let's start watching these, after they crack each other up and stuff. Let's start watching these videos. So this is a video, some kid put shoe polish on her face or something. And so they're trying to wash it off. And
okay, I don't care. It's gonna work.
Too hot?
No.
So they're just watching this kid with her mom trying to get this shit off of her face. And it's not that interesting.
It's not coming off would be good.
And the kid's cute, but...
Lord, please get it off.
Okay. Freaking out a little bit. It's fun. Watching kids suffer is fun.
Come on, please. Just a minute.
Okay.
I would cry too if I was suddenly in blackface.
Well, I know. That's part of the problem here. I wouldn't be putting this on the internet if I was mom.
I think mom put the shoe polish on.
That's very possible.
What am I thinking about getting my face painted?
All right, so the kid's freaking out. It's kind of funny. It's kind of fun. This goes on a little too long. All right, so now they cut the volume. Now it goes to her Instagram page, and then they go back to the video again, and then it starts again, and then it stops again, and now it's okay. Now we're great. Now let's go. What do we got, ladies? So the production on this is terrible. I'm sure you noticed that.
Oh, yes.
They're very bad at running this type of show. Things come up, they don't come up, they have volume, they don't have volume, they start, they stop. But who cares about that? I want to know, what's their take going to be on that video we just saw? They got to have some really funny comedic bits since they're comedians, right?
Now, y'all, kids be doing some way out shit. You tell them don't, and they do it anyway. And that's what her little badass get. Putting that shoe polish all over her face, thinking she wanted to be a black woman or whatever she was trying to be. And when that shit would come off, she got to pray and them little heads went together.
What in the fuck? What's going on right now? That was her take on that? We just watched a minute-long video?
Did she go to the Frenchie school broadcasting?
Yeah, I think so. Kids be doing crazy stuff. Yeah, they sure do. They sure do be. They'd be saying the damnedest things, too. I don't know if you knew that. Andy, do you have a clip or an example of something that sums up the show for you on here?
Well, the clip that sums up the show for me is my clip 2. Okay. This is, technical problems. It's amateur hour. It's, it's hack shit.
I'm 25, but
he in that age range.
They're not gonna draft me.
Still drafting at 25?
No,
the sound is terrible.
Exactly.
Talk about it tonight.
They can't stop pounding on the table.
Let's not dilly-dally around through the alley.
Sally ran through the valley. Bumped into the homeboy Sally from the valley. Listen to the girl playing hard to get. So he said, what's wrong? Because she looked upset. She said, it's all because of you. I'm feeling sad and blue. You gone away. And now I'm alive.
Hurricane rhyme. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. So
is all your audio going to be like this? Because we can't hear it.
It fucking had to be because it was so bad. I'm not a miracle worker. I put fucking de-esser. I put de-noise. I EQ'd it.
I just made the volume up.
It wouldn't, dude. It sounded
it's terrible,
unlistenable. So I did that for your benefit.
Okay.
Because it was a cacophony.
They have nice microphones, but they don't know how to use this equipment. They need to get a sound engineer or something in there. The one that I was watching, you can't hear them. They don't really recognize what the microphone does. They think it's just part of a set. So they'll be talking over here to each other. The one lady's way back here talking. It's like, you got to get near the fucking microphone. Why am I not there yelling at them? That's one of the things I do very well on this show.
Yes.
Yell at people. Right?
You're the best.
But this one, I looked at the description of the show on YouTube, and it said, we may be about to get ignorant. Was the description of the show. And this...
What would spell check even do with that? Spell check just throws his hands in the air. It's like, sure.
They misspelled commentary.
In the background, on their logo, commentary with one M.
I'm like, this has to be on me. I have to look it up. I was questioning myself.
But they spell it right in the description, so I know that they did it
can't spell commentary, can't spell hurricane. So the guest on this is Hurricane. This was called The Draft. This is America. And we've got Hurricane and Ron Cole and Young Poncho.
Oh, Young Poncho. Sweet.
Young Poncho seems to be a fixture, though. He's on more than a couple episodes. He's like the trucker Andy of this show.
Okay.
Oh, great.
About as funny.
Oh, boy. We're in for it then.
So in clip 1... called A Game, DK wants to kick off the show and help, low T males like me help fix their broke dicks.
Before we do, I just want to say from my sponsor, A Game. A Game is not for fell down my titty. Okay.
Oh my God, she was digging into her. It looks like an ass. It looks like a plumber's.
I thought another co-host was going to come out.
Brothers out there have a lot of stamina. A lot of endurance.
Yeah, Andy, we can't hear this, buddy.
Just gassed out. You need that extra. You need the
I thought I was doing us a favor. It sounds really...
We're doing a podcast.
But it really sounds bad. Like, in post, if Ed wants to, pump this up, it's going to sound like shit.
Yeah, but you either want to hear it or not. You got to pick one or the other, I guess.
It's super frustrating because she's very aware of the microphone. She was just holding it.
Her nose is going into the microphone instead of her mouth.
Right.
It's almost covering your eyes.
That's what you keep hearing.
So anyway, this is like a Blue Chew commercial or something?
Yeah. So she's feeding her co-host boner pills, hoping that one of them is going to get so horned up they'll call her or something. But she's pulling Cheetos out of her bra.
Yeah.
And, she's just...
The episode I watched was sponsored by this pre-roll joint they had.
Oh, okay.
On the set. So that was interesting. But
they know who their target audience is.
Let me back up a little bit because this woman fancies herself a comic, this Donnie Keith. And so I thought, well, I want to see what the stand-up looks like. Let's see what kind of comedy we're getting into.
And I thank y'all for coming out to see me, but I did notice some of y'all have bigger asses than me.
How is that possible?
She's a very big woman. But apparently the joke here, and she's wearing this dress, I'm thankful, you can't really see what's doing. But I guess the joke here is that she doesn't have a big ass, or not the right kind of big ass, or something. I don't know.
Definitely doesn't have the right kind.
I'm ass challenged. I don't appreciate that shit. Because God jokes. He's like, you can have all the titties you want, but don't get your ass in that ass line. Because he knew I'd be disrespectful with it. I'd be walking across the street, dropping shit on purpose.
What?
Obscene. He's like, you can't have no ass. Like, I notice when y'all go to the club, people with big asses, they be popping it like, bow, bow, ass for days. My ass, I gotta shake my thighs, bitches.
I don't even understand how this is humor. What's the joke there?
It's the way she says it. People just automatically laugh.
Yeah, it seems to be just all the character acting out part of it. Because I'll play another clip from this
Looking silly is
stand-up
funny.
show. So she talks about growing up, her and her brother.
I'm ignorant as fuck. Just thought y'all should know that shit.
Yeah, we know.
You're here for a reason. Ignorance. Ooh, yeah, my brother crazy though. You know, when we was little,
Some transition.
Yeah, it's these transitions.
That's pretty good stuff.
Speaking of
it was
ignorant,
funny because we watched Soul Train every Saturday. See, y'all generation, y'all don't get to see that good shit like Soul Train, American Bandstand, shit like that. And one day we was dancing to Soul Train, but every Saturday this nigga get thirsty, and I'm like, why are you thirsty? And it'd be a Kool-Aid commercial. See, Kool-Aid had the game fucked up. He made ghetto kids real thirsty on Saturdays.
Are you following
Is she
this?
on acid?
Are you following this at all? What the fuck? They would be dancing to Soul Train, and their brother would get thirsty because Kool-Aid made kids thirsty on Saturdays in the ghetto.
Tom Myers is really like jealous somewhere.
Yeah, he's
like
scribbling in his notepad. I got to catch up.
We dancing the Soul Train, so we working up a sweat already. We in there just dancing. Do-da-do-da-do-da-do-da. Hey sis, guess what? I hope Kool-Aid he come and visit us, and we gonna have all the Kool-Aid. But I was one of them sisters that had to let you know what life was about. So I was like, look, you dumb little motherfucker, let me tell you something.
I mean, do you guys want to hear the rest of the story? Or you get the point?
well, it seems likely that the Kool-Aid Man would show up to borrow her clothes because they're the same size.
That's a good point.
Oh, yeah.
At the beginning here, DK's telling her backstory, and that woman, Sai, is just making noises the entire time. Like, you're one, no one can talk into a microphone. In this one, she can't stop making noises into the microphone.
Because I grew up on the dysfunctional side as she did. It's a little different. You know, we wasn't the Jacksons and stuff like that. My mom sung background with the Shirelles, and my dad worked for Motown for over 30 years.
Catching the Holy Spirit.
And
think she's
different
snoring.
record labels as A&R Payola Man. Boy, wait till I tell those stories in my special. Rodney Perry, I'm holding you to that. He wants to produce my special.
You heard her.
Like, that's not what listening is. That's not active. Yeah.
Amen.
Preach. But the other thing that really annoyed me about this was not just that. It's this DK cracking herself up. And normally on these types of shows, the host starts laughing. The other two will be polite. Like, oh, yeah, that's funny. No, not this time. They don't know what she's laughing at.
If you turn off the light.
Okay. Good stuff. I think she does it just to fill time or something sometimes because she's very sing-songy and cracking up over shit that's not funny.
That's what fat people do.
That is, well, that's true. They're jolly. That is a good point. So they watched this other video where this little girl shaves her head, the top of her head. I shouldn't say she's a little girl. I don't know how old she is. Shaves the top of her head and then leaves like the back and the sides. And they're like, wow, that's crazy that she would do that. So listen to the question. Now, this is the banter after watching that video. Mm-hmm. This is how you can see that Blind Mike and me are pretty good at this because these people are terrible at it. As she tries to get a conversation going with her co-host, Megashia. I think that's what her name is, or Megashia? I don't know, something like that.
Magacia. You a
Magacia.
stylist.
Magacia. How did I grew up with Magacias. How did I not know that? All right.
The picture in the middle looks like Chappelle is Black Gallagher.
That's a good description.
Magacia. You a stylist.
You want to write?
Somebody comes in your chair and they're like, okay, I want you to just do this part. You know, I want the back like a Shaolin. I just want like a karate movie going on in the back, and in the front, you know, I want it like a karate movie, man. We're bald right here, but leave my baby hairs. And how much you gonna charge her?
The question is, how much are you going to charge? So let's say that you're a stylist, and a person comes in and wants the Karate Man look.
Of course.
Someone walks in and says, "I'd like the Larry Fine, please."
Yes.
Right away.
How much are you going to charge? How is that a funny question?
Are you gonna do it first of all?
Okay.
I will charge like $275.
Is $275 a funny response to that? How much are you going to charge? I would charge $275. Oh my God, I wasn't ready for that. What? Oh, that's nuts. This is why we have you on the show. It's great.
What's this?
So after the Karate Movie Man stuff, we get into an ad read, and this ad read is bizarre.
A week ago, what you look like today?
Free the Trappers on Crenshaw, King Boulevard. They got 4 of these for $20. So they got the best flour. They got great prices, but you know, that bad and bougie. If you come down here on Saturday, you're going to win a joint. So back to the show at hand.
So the advertisement is for a brick and mortar dispensary, and I looked it up. It's out in LA somewhere. And they're like, yeah, we're sponsored today by the place down the street. If you want to go over there, you can get 4 pre-rolls for $20.
Sounds like a blast.
Okay. Let's
see you there.
That's different. It's like Aaron Imholt style of advertising. Hey, if you need a tow, I know a guy.
Yeah, call my cousin.
Yeah, that's his fucking ad reads out here. And then, so we continue on with this hilarious video that they saw.
Because what make you cut off the front of your hair? Have you ever done a weird shit to your head, Syria?
Look at her. Yes.
I've done like a mullet and a mohawk. I've like shaved the side a little bit.
Yeah, that's how it is now. You have a mohawk and it's shaved on the sides. Have you ever done anything crazy with your hair? No.
Yeah, just look at me.
Definitely not. I respect my image too much.
My God.
He's wearing just the pom-pom from a knit hat. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Now, Carl, I know all my clips are fucked up, but fortunately, the last 2 are designed to feature how fucked up the show is. It doesn't matter that they're fucked up because this show is fucked up.
Yeah.
So in clip 9, I called this technical issues. Suddenly, a producer chimes in. And they just throw to, producer, if you could believe it. They just throw to like the Simpsons drunk cameraman or the dog pulling the plug out.
Yeah.
And it stays like this for over 7 minutes.
Okay.
Prove to them.
Okay, y'all, we got to take a quick break. 5 minutes, something's going on with a tech issue.
They trying to shut us down. They trying to.
Oh, yeah,
Don't say that on air.
Whoops. Always assume a hot mic.
And they just leave this in for 7 minutes straight. This is for the show, just looking at that.
Yeah, I guess it's live, this show.
Starting to get that impression?
Does it have to be, though?
No, probably shouldn't be, I would imagine.
So you could just go straight into clip 10 because you would hope that they figured out all the issues.
Yeah,
but
it'll come back and sound amazing.
Yeah, a half hour later, this happens.
Okay.
Serving our country.
Oh, he wouldn't make it that far, not with this kind of behavior.
And they're just carrying on like nothing's wrong. Nobody's saying, hey, the audio's cut out.
Right.
Maybe we should fix this. This goes on for like 2 minutes straight.
And the one guy's just staring at his phone, just texting. He doesn't even know the show came back on. This is a disaster.
I've seen telethons that went better.
Yeah, this is brutal.
Yeah.
Well, when you were talking about the producers, they start getting loose by the end of the episode I was watching. Mm-hmm. And everyone in the room, there has to be like 4 or 5 people behind the camera. They're all just talking. Like everyone's just like, not even with microphones, everyone's just having conversations.
And then they gonna put Peter Guns on there to host. I was like, how you gonna put the biggest cheater in the world on cheaters to host cheaters? This is disrespectful in itself. That shit was funny.
Oh my goodness! I was just watching it the other day.
I was high as hell watching this shit the other night.
It was already
why they got this? He like,
No.
yeah. So how do you feel?
No, fuck that show.
About him
No,
doing
fuck
that to
that
you?
Fuck that show. I don't like it.
So
right, it is crazy.
Everyone's getting distracted. Everyone's talking off mic and carrying on. It's like, are we still doing a show? Did we forget that this is broadcasting right now?
I don't like cheaters. All my baby daddies are on that. I don't watch that.
Well, that's ridiculous. So they set up, they're going to watch this video of someone getting caught cheating out at a something. I don't even know. Amusement park, or I don't even know what it is. And
he's fucking a water slide.
The setup to this video is one of the dumbest questions I've ever heard.
Anyway, back to DK's Way. Let me set this up for you.
Oh no, at the show.
Now, she found her man with another woman at the show. Now, before I have him push play, let me ask you ladies a question. Have you ever caught your man in the act of cheating?
Mm-hmm. I have.
Was your reaction violent, positive, or negative?
Violent,
yeah.
Positive, or negative?
Positive one.
What did you do during the positive one?
During the positive was only because my son was there and I was late to work. Like, Jesus. I was on my way to work.
That's awful.
So it was almost like in front of the baby, lose the job. Like, I had no time for the foolishness, but I definitely let him know. I knew what was going on. You know what I mean?
How professional. She's worried about
positive.
work.
Yeah.
Positive is I joined in. And
Right.
I didn't let my son watch.
I was trying to think, like, how would you answer that? So then she asks her other guest the same question and gets the answer you'd expect.
I mean,
So, Magesha, you know I'm going to ask you, when you caught your man, was it positive or negative?
I'm gonna say negative.
Yeah, I'm going to say negative. I'm going to say probably negative. Like when the guy was cheating on you and you found out, you caught him in the act, negative. Yeah.
I didn't enjoy it.
What the fuck kind of question
In
is
the
that?
act, like, what do you stand there and process it? Like, I don't want to overreact here.
Yeah, well, you know what?
I mean, don't stop on my account.
Right. It's so stupid. He's got a smaller dick than me, so
That's not a good
it's
question.
not so bad, I guess. So then they go and they watch this video. So they tell these stories, these crazy stories of like chasing women out of the apartment and running down the street and threatening them and getting into fights and all this crazy shit. And then they go, okay, let's watch this video now of this happening.
Anyway, let it play.
All right, so this video is terrible. It should be good. It's like a woman walks up and sees her man with another woman. Should be
spicy at the very
fireworks. Yeah, let's go. This is how daytime talk show hosts have a career in this kind of shit.
You don't know her.
What's going on down here already?
So now a guy comes down with a microphone.
Look at me.
Look, ma'am, what's going on here? What's going on?
I just found Terrence here with somebody else.
So who is he?
Terrence. Come on.
Who is he?
That's my boyfriend.
How long you been with him?
3 years.
So who is she?
I don't know who she is, but all I know is we need to be going like right now. Right now. You're not moving.
What's wrong?
You're not moving. I need him to move right now. Are you going to take her over me? So let's go. Excuse me. Excuse me. No, excuse me.
There, you all together? Oh, they're together.
No.
So is this your wife? Yeah. Oh, so you've been with him?
Can't be married to 2 people. You can't do it.
So for 3 years, I guess he's been married and you didn't know this?
No.
This is terrible acting.
Stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what are you going to do about this?
I'm going to just, you'll see me. You'll see me too.
What the fuck was that?
There. Awake.
That was the worst video possible. That's what their content is in their show. They're like, oh, you guys are going to love this video. This woman finds out that her boyfriend's married and walks away.
We're going to watch a War of the Roses live action video that's totally fake.
Either way, if it was scripted or not, it sucks.
Yes, very much so. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. That kind of sucked the fun out of the room. Let's get back to some comedy. Are you ready for the longest setup for a joke ever done? This is something else.
The pandemic got me realizing something though, who my real friends are. I see the pandemic let me know I don't have no real bitches. For real, because you take 1,000 pictures before the pandemic. So during the pandemic, everybody want to go throwback Thursday and throw out them pictures you took at the club. Now everybody had their poses. We was all looking cute. Now didn't we all look into that camera after we took that picture, bitch, and say, yes, this one. This is the picture. All your friends, we vain. We gonna go through the pictures and look. You're not just about to post no bullshit. But they still found a way to post some bullshit. Okay? Still find a way. Bitch gonna tag me in my arm fat.
It's a long ways to go for that. I don't think you needed a lot of those words in there. Could have gotten right to the part where there's photos of you being fat on the internet that your friends posted. And that's not their fault that your arms are that disgusting. Troy Smith says this is the worst Eddie Murphy character ever. It might just be.
I'm at a party like, bitch gonna tag me in a stretch mark canal. Did you really find that stretch mark canal and put Donnie Keith, bitch?
So I guess it's her friend's fault that she's fat, according to that joke?
Definitely her friend being funny, not her.
Yeah, I'll give you that. All right, I don't know. I think that's enough of this show. I don't get it. They don't do a great job of the whole point of it, to make fun of videos they see on the internet, and they have no idea how to do that. And they pick the worst videos to check out.
Bad.
Who are these